Hello and welcome to Buddhistdoor Global's weekly news review. I'm Justin Whitaker, Senior Correspondent for BDG, speaking to you from our offices in Hong Kong. In this week's news, Buddhist scholars and Russian scientists are exploring the neurology of death meditation. A team of scholars and scientists in the southwestern Indian state of Karnataka have spent 2 weeks studying a Tibetan Lama and other monks in a state of deep meditation known as Tukdam, a Tibetan term used to describe the meditative state practiced by Buddhist masters during the intermediate post-death period. 6 scientists from Moscow State University and St. Petersburg-based N.P. Bhaktiyeva Institute of the Human Brain conducted the trial at the renowned Tashi Lumpo Monastery, which is based in the home of one of the largest Tibetan settlements in India. The scientists have been working with Buddhist scholars at Tashi Lumpo Monastery for more than a year to gain a deeper scientific understanding of Tukdam meditation. In the United States, a Buddhist death row inmate has been given a second stay of execution. Patrick Murphy, a 58-year-old Pure Land Buddhist and Texas death row inmate, has been given a second stay of execution and has also won the further support from a religious rights group. The stay of execution came on 7th of November after a U.S. district judge decided that the state of Texas had not addressed new concerns about Murphy's religious liberty. 2 days later, the Becket Fund for Religious Liberty filed a friend of the court brief in Murphy's favor, reiterating his right to have a Buddhist priest present at the time of his execution. In March, the U.S. Supreme Court stopped his execution shortly before it was scheduled to take place. They did so on religious grounds, saying that Texas allows Christian and Muslim inmates to have a religious official present during execution, but did not extend this right to followers of other religions. Texas has appealed the stay of execution, likely setting up a return to the U.S. Supreme Court. In Myanmar, the military seeks to jail a Buddhist monk over criticism. Seeking to silence the prominent Buddhist monk and social activist best known as Myawaddy Sayadaw, abbot of Myawaddy Minji Monastery in the city of Mandalay in central Myanmar, the country's military has filed a lawsuit that could see the monk jailed for up to 2 years. Following a preliminary hearing on the 7th of November, a provincial court has granted the monk bail. The abbot has been accused of defamation by the Myanmar's politically powerful military. Following an interview he gave on a local TV website in June, during the conversation, he questioned the propriety of a more than $20,000 donation by an army commander to the ultra-nationalist Buddhist organization, the Buddha Dhamma Parahita Foundation. The abbot further accused the military of making a mockery of democracy by defying the rule of law and intimidating the civilian population and occupying seats of parliament which were not won by a democratic vote. In Vietnam, a Buddhist monk who was at the heart of wartime politics has passed away. Thich Tri Quan, a Buddhist monk who rose to a position of political power during the Vietnam War, has passed away in Hue, central Vietnam, at the age of 95. He died on the 8th of November, according to an announcement by Tudam Temple where he was residing. A cause of death was not given. The monk was best known as a leader of a predominantly Buddhist uprising in 1963 that unseated the first president of South Vietnam, Ngo Dinh Diem. At a time when many Westerners were only beginning to be curious about Buddhism, he represented a unique side of the religion. In a country where Buddhists often sought ways of transcending political labels and the growing outside pressures, he was accused at times of being a communist and at other times of being an anti-communist. Lastly, China plans to protect Tibetan Plateau ecosystems with a new national park. In the wake of a decades-long economic boom, China is now looking to preserve some of its remaining areas of pristine wilderness by establishing countrywide standards for conserving its rich ecosystems and limiting future development through a new unified system of national parks. The first park, aimed at protecting a vast high-altitude swath of the remote Tibetan Plateau in Qinghai Province, is expected to open in 2020. Amid widespread criticism that the government has neglected wildlife conservation and allowed environmental pollution to reach life-threatening levels as urban growth and industrial output has surged, the new national parks are aimed at rectifying this imbalance in one of the world's 17 mega-diverse countries. That is all for this week's BDG News Review. If you enjoy regular news videos delivered to you each week, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share this video with friends. We appreciate your support and feedback in the comments below. Be sure to check out our website, Buddhistdoor.net, for these stories along with special features and coverage of Buddhism around the world.